everybody, it is Hobbs back here with you.
Yeah, it's Hobbs Horror, knocking down your door, all about the guts and gore, blood and pus, give him some more. He wants bone and entrails spread across the floor, so if you're looking for that theater macabre, look no more. Sit back and relax and enjoy some Hobbs Horror.
Thank you for watching Hobbs Horror.
Yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe and all of that good shit.
Hello, welcome to another horror cult exploitation review. I'm Hobbs Horror. I will be your host. And we're going over a movie I just recently watched again that I have not talked about, but I feel like should be talked about more. The 2006 film starring Nathan Basil, Angela Goethals, Zelda Rubinstein, Scott Wilson, also Robert Englund, with a special appearance from Kane Hodder. The Rise and Fall of Leslie Vernon. The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Freddie, Jason, Michael, we all need someone to look up to. Right there is the tagline. I don't know why I always say the Rise and Fall. I guess you can kind of consider that if you know the film, but funny story about this movie. When this came out on DVD a long time ago, I had never owned a copy, nor had I seen the movie. And this gentleman, Charles, that I worked with, said, "Oh, you've never seen Behind the Mask? You've got to see that one." He goes, "I'm going to bring it to you and let you borrow it." Brings it to me, lets me borrow it. He goes on leave for like 6 months. I never see him. He comes back to work 6 months later and asks for his movie back. I had it. I didn't keep it. So I gave it back to him. It's a funny story just to talk about how nostalgic this one is. So Nathan Basil plays Leslie Vernon. Now, Nathan Basil right now has gone on to be a producer on a lot of A&E TV shows like all of the Deadly Catch series, The Dirty Jobs, Storage Wars, stuff like that. So that's what he's doing now. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Leslie Vernon is a producer now. But before all that, or maybe during some of that, he was featured in this film as a serial killer who allows a documentary team to watch every move that he makes as he stalks, preys, and kills his victims. Which I'm sure most of you have seen this, but if you have not, basically that's the plot of the film. It's a very basic plot, but it's a very, very good film as far as if you like throwback slashers. Definitely is part of that. I do want to thank Mr. Bones, my homie, that sent me this to review for you guys. See, Bones, you even kept your note. But yeah, that's the premise of the film, and basically whoever he's stalking has to find a way to end it. Or do the people that's filming him have to end it? I can't tell you unless you've seen it, but I'm sure most of you have seen Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Now, my thoughts on the film is this. It definitely gets a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. I can't agree with that anymore. I actually would step it up to an 8. This is kind of like a similar premise to Portrait of a Serial Killer, Henry, with less violence, more psychological. This is Zelda Rubinstein's last movie, by the way, God rest her soul. But I did like the narrations, I did like the discussion, and I did like his relationships he had with people. Leslie Vernon in the film, you could tell that there was mental health situations going on in the film. Some people say, even in the comics, I've read that people say a comic gem lies behind the horror. As far as the kills go, they were effective. As far as the cameos, a lot of nods to horror films, Halloween nods, Nightmare on Elm Street nods, Friday the 13th nods. Black Christmas, it's loosely based on the killer from Black Christmas. Like, this movie definitely pays tribute to the classics in horror. It is a 2006 release. I've been wanting to get the Blu-ray upgrade, but I've never actually owned a copy of this movie until now. Yeah, I can't recommend this enough. If you have not seen this, this is a highly recommended film. Aesthetically wise, the areas where it was shot was great. I don't particularly know the budget, but I love this movie. I'm so glad to finally have a copy that I can revisit, which is what I did. Let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know if there's anybody else you could have had play this particular role. The acting was phenomenal. Let me know if you think that Bill Moseley could have played this role. Alright guys, catch up with you later. Peace. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to the house on the A6 block. I'm just chilling on the porch in my chair I rock. I'm your host Jimmy Biggs with the coolest clip. The only light outside is the full moon lit. Welcome to a world mixed with evil and good. If you ain't plan on staying, then you misunderstood. This ain't a nightmare, a figment of imagination. Step aside and the house will awaken.